So what is the question? So the question, let this be actually third question of your check your understanding in your book. I mean JE book it is given. So it is actually third question. Yeah, in check your understanding. So what is the question is? A line is such that its segment between the straight lines, two lines are given. Okay. So what are the given straight lines? You have to write as a solution. So what is the solution? You can start it here. So given straight lines are 5x minus y equal to 4 and 3x plus 4y equal to 4. Like that it will be given. And then the bisected point also given. Okay, what it is given, a line is such that its segment between the straight lines is bisected at the point. What is the meaning actually if you draw a picture like the axis will be x and y axis. For example, we are taking this is y prime and x prime, negative axis. If the line segment, two straight lines, and then if you are taking these two straight lines like, okay, these two are straight lines, okay, then there is one point here that might be A. Let this point be x1 comma y1 on the first line. This line is 5x minus y minus 4 is equal to 0. Next, the second line will be actually 3x plus 4y minus 4 is equal to 0. Let this point be B. Let this point be B and then x2 comma y2, we can take it. And then this is the line segment. In this line segment, this point P is bisected. That means it is the midpoint right now. This 1 comma 5 is the midpoint of this AB. Okay. So likewise, you have to imagine in this particular problem, you can able to write the first line is passing through the line L1 passes through x1 comma y1. You can substitute here in the place of this 5x1 minus y1 equal to 4. Unless otherwise you can write y1. You just rearrange this equation and write y1 as 5x1 minus 4. Right? Let this be y1. And then, so this L2 passes through what is that? x2 comma y2. So what is x2 comma y2? 3x2 plus 4y2 equal to 4. So if you want to find y2 here, y2 is equal to, what is this? 3x1, 3x2. You just take that 3x2 to the right side, or it will be 4 minus 3x2 by 3. Right? Let this be one equation and this be one equation. y1 and y2 you found. And then what is the midpoint? Midpoint of AB is P. So now P is the midpoint of the segment AB, line segment AB. What is the midpoint formula? Some x1 plus y, x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So this, as I said, will be 1 comma 5. Okay. You can equate x1 plus x2 by 2 as 1 and y1 plus y2 by 2 as 5. Okay. So here you can equate like this. X1 plus x2 by 2 is equal to 1 and y1 plus y2 by 2 is equal to 5. So what is here? X1 plus x2 is equal to 2 and y1 plus y2 is equal to 5. From this you can write for x2 and y2. Here you have taken y1 and y2. So likewise you can take x1 and y1 and x2. See here you can substitute. This consists of 5x1 minus 4. Right, you can substitute here. This is 5x minus 4. In the place of y2 you can substitute all these things. and then do interpret with these two, and then we are going to find the thing. So we are going to find this points, that is our gain. These 2 points we have to find. So all of you copy this, we will go to the next one. So what is in this equation? So x1 plus x2 equal to 2. Here y1 plus y2 equal to 10. In the place of y1 you can write this one. In the place of y2 you can write let this be first equation, and you just freeze it right now, you just rearrange, and then you are just substituting this and this here. Okay, understood? Substitute y1 and y2 from here, and now it is transformed into x1 and x2 so that it can match up with this x1 and x2. You can solve for x1 and x2 value for, you can easily find the value for x1 and x2, thereby find the value of y1 and y2. That is the point. Clear? So what is here? You have to take an LCM. So you can consider this as 3 as an LCM. Just multiply this 3 into 5x 1 minus 4. Still the children, those who are in 11th standard, struggling in taking LCM. No? So find out, multiply all these things. 15x1 minus 12 plus 4 minus 3x2. This 3 you can bring it towards right side. Is it clear for you? Let me write here what is y1. y1 is equal to 5x1 minus 4. y2 is equal to 4 minus 3x2 over 3. And then this is the first equation, this is the second equation. That we can write it here. Let me complete with this. We'll move on to the next one. What is this? 15x1 minus 3x2. What is minus 12 plus 4? It will be minus 8. You can bring this to the right side. So 15x1 minus 3x2 equal to 38. Let this be second equation. Do solve these two right now. You can multiply first equation into 3. So that it will be now first equation into 3. It will be become 3x1 plus 3x2 equal to 6. Here it will be, keep the second equation like that, 15x1 minus 3x2 equal to 38. So you can cancel this. So 18x1 equal to 38 plus 6 will be, actually 38 plus 6 only there, so 44, right? So x1 is equal to 44 over 18. Do substitute in equation 1. So you can substitute in equation 1. What is the equation 1 here? In the place of x1, this one, the place of x1 you can substitute 44 over 18 plus x2 equal to 2. So x2 is equal to 2 minus 44 over 18. So 18 is taken as an LCM, 36 minus 44. So x2 is negative. So here 14 minus 6. So 8, right? So negative 8 over 18. Understood? Okay. Yeah, correct. Negative 8 over 18. So that is x2. So x1 you found. What is x1? 44 over 80. So what is y1 now? Do substitute here and find out y1. 44 over 80 minus 4. Okay. Then you found x2. x2 as negative 8 over 80. Do substitute it in this y2. What is y2? 4 minus 3 times 8 over 80. Negative. Okay, so negative 8 over 80 over 3. So you can simplify this. This 3 and 18 gets cancelled, so it will be 6. So minus and minus will be plus. If you take an LCM, 6 is an LCM. Yeah, 24 plus 8 over 3. So what it is? 24 plus 8 will be 32 by 18. So y is 32 by 18. Sorry, y2 is. What is y1? Just multiply this 20 remainder 2. So yeah, 20 remainder 2, so 22 over 18. So you can just cut off all these things by 2. So 110 over 9. Like that also you can take unless otherwise 220 over 80. You found all the y1 value, y2 value, x1 value, x2 value. So you know about right now x1, y1 and x2, y2. Then this point is 1, 5. Right? One point is there. If you know any 2 points, okay, you can able to find the equation of the straight line. Right? Suppose if you know this x1, y1 and 1, 5, using these 2 points alone, you can able to obtain the equation. What is the formula? You know, 2-point formula. Y minus y1 by y minus y1 is equal to slope y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So that formula you can write. So this is the 2-point formula. You have to take it. What is the 2-point formula? For equation of a straight line, y minus y1 is equal to m. In the place of m, you can write y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Either you can write this way, unless otherwise you can write this way also. Very simple. Y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 by x2 minus x1. You can use all the x1, y1, x2, y2 in this particular equation and then find out the equation. Okay. So let me tell you about, yeah. So do find it, take it as a homework and assignment. Then we'll go on to next question. I think I'll give you some time for take down this. Okay, unless otherwise you can take a screenshot if you want. You just zoom it and take a screenshot. I hope you took a screenshot. We'll move on to the next one. This is very important problem. You just take a note of it. Okay, next problem is, right now, a variable straight line, drawn through point of intersection. Intersection of the straight lines. They gave the straight lines in the intersect form. x and y intercept form, x by b plus y by a equal to 1. It meets the axis in A and B. Meets the axis only. You know that how it meets. So the locus of the midpoint of AB is asked. The locus of the midpoint of AB dash. Okay. So this is the question. Yeah. So it will be asked in MCQ. We are given some answers. First answer is xy into a plus 3xy. The second option is a plus b into xy. Then third option is equal to 2 into a plus b xy. And fourth option is abxy equal to a plus b x plus y. So from this we can write, so here it is given, what are the given lines? So the solution we can take it, this is the solution. These two are given lines, you better write the given lines. X by a plus y by b equal to 1 line, and x by b plus y by a equal to 1 line. It meets the axis in A and B. So it meets the x axis and y axis. Axis means here it is plural. Okay. So ES. Okay. AX, ES. That means it is plural. Both x and y axis. Okay. So x intercept and y intercept. So we have planned everything, we have studied everything in detail last class. You better go through that also. Again and again, if you learn properly, then it is easy for you to revise. Okay, so that only the video is recorded for each and everyone's sake. Okay, you have to, as a student, you should go through it again and again, revise it properly. Then you better write this in the format of, you can take an LCM, and then if you are taking an LCM, then what it will be? So bx plus ay equal to 1. So or we can write bx plus ay equal to ab. So what about this one? Ax plus by equal to ab. Can we write like this? So this is actually first equation and the second equation. You are given the point of intersection. How can we find the point of intersection? Solve these two and find out x and y. What is this? Solve 1 and 2 right now. All of you solve along with me. So solve 1 and 2. So what is this? Bx. So first, in the first equation you have find bx. So that multiply first equation by a. Suppose if you want to multiply the first equation by a, then the first equation will be abx plus a square y equal to a square b, right? So second equation is ax right now, so that you just multiply with the, you just swap the coefficients and multiply, then only it will be similar. So what is the coefficient of the first equation? B. You can multiply the coefficient of the first equation into second equation, the coefficient of the second equation into first equation. So this will be equal to abx plus, here it will be b square y equal to ab square, right? So change the sign and then solve it. Cancel this, then you will be getting here y equal to, so y is a square plus b square, and then ab, if you are taken outside, then it will be a plus b inside. So y equal to ab into a plus b by a square plus b square. This is y. Okay, so substitute y in equation 1. Okay, what is the equation 1? So substitute here. What is the equation 1 right now? This. Okay, substitute in the terms of y and find out x. Okay, so a into ab into a plus b by a square plus b square. Okay, that is equal to ab. Then what is x here? Bx. You can keep bx alone here. Bring all the terms to the right side. So ab minus a into ab into a plus b by a square plus b square. You can take the common terms outside. So 1 minus a into a plus b by a square plus b square. Then simplify this. So if you are taking LCM, so here it will be a square plus b square minus, multiply with this, minus a square minus ab divided by a square plus b square. So plus a square minus a square gets cancelled, so you will be having ab into b square minus ab by a square plus b square. So this is in continuation with this we will do here. So what is here? AB, bx is equal to a times b into b square minus, here it will be, if you bring this multiply, minus to the right side, to inside, then that will be here also negative, here also negative. So minus ab by a square plus b square. So this b and b gets cancelled, so ax is equal to this one. Okay, what is that? A b square minus a square b by a square plus b square. If you take ab outside, so it will be b minus a by a square plus b square. So you have calculated x and y value. So x value, y value is ab into a minus a plus b by a square plus b square. Is there any other option? Okay, that's all. So this negative sign only plays a vital role. So y is here, x is here. So this is x and y. Then after that what you have to do? You have to find, it meets at a and b, the locus of the midpoint of ab only asked. You can easily find the midpoint of this particular a and x point and y point you found, right? X and y, the intersection point you found. It says this variable straight line drawn through the point of intersection of the two lines. Okay, drawn through the point of intersection. It meets the axis in a and b. So that is what given. You can able to find the straight line. You know that the locus will be the point. You can substitute that point and then find out the equation. You know the equation also, x by a plus y by b equal to 1, right? The same equations you can get it from. You just copy this. We'll move on to the next step. Take a screenshot, or if you want, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so you can take any points. Okay, we don't know about the point. We found the point of intersection. What is the point of intersection we found? Okay, so we found already the point of intersection, and then you have to consider So here, let the line be, let the straight line be x by, here you can take some alpha plus y by beta is equal to 1. Let this point cuts at x axis means it will be alpha comma 0. Y is 0, y axis is 0. B point cuts at y axis means B will be 0 comma beta. Like a way you can take A and B point. We are asked to find the locus of the midpoint. You can write it here, let x1 comma y1 be the midpoint. Midpoint of AB. Okay. So what is the formula? Alpha plus 0 by 2 is equal to x1, and this is the formula, right? Then beta, 0 plus beta by 2 is equal to y1. So x1, if you are taking alpha, that is equal to 2x1. Beta is equal to 2y1. Okay, substitute in this particular equation, then you will be getting, what is this? X by 2x1 plus y by 2y1 is equal to 1. You found x1 and y1, right? The point of intersection. Substitute that point of intersection and that will be the locus of the midpoint. Substitute that point of intersection. Okay, and then finally you will find it because that passes through that. Okay, this particular point it passes through. So you have to find it passes through the point of intersection. We found. Okay. And then do rearrange and try to find the answer. Which answer? I just want to leave this to you. I think the option will be actually AB into x plus y. This one, option C will be correct. You have to bring the equation in terms of this. Try to bring it. This is a homework for you. Take it as an assignment. Since you have been watching all the problems from the beginning, just go through it properly. This is very, very important. We'll move on to the next one. Take a note of this.